Hello, my name is Grian. Welcome back to another Minecraft Evolution. We are going to be doing the rounds very quickly now, going into Sheep Heaven. My favourite level is of course the dark grey, and that's the one that I have bred the most out of because this is what all of the roof is basically made out of, dark grey wool, because we don't have concrete or terracotta or even clay as it was called. So basically we're going to do the rounds. Of course I need this grey wool the most, and then we've got a lot of things that I want to do. In fact, a lot of things. I made myself a little list, and it may even span over a couple of episodes because there's a cool list. I basically said to myself and to Twitter, what should I do on Evo? And I didn't know what to do. Obviously we've been making Downtown Evo, but Downtown my head is clear. Basically, Downtown Evo is a fun project, but I can't keep doing this over and over every episode, otherwise the series is going to get stale. As you can see, I've made some really decent progress on this middle building, and I think it's going to be a bank. I've added a G up there on the museum. I do actually want to create a bit of a tower in the middle there, but I think I'm going to come back to that later because the museum itself looks pretty cool. It did look like a very bland building, but I like how it's come together. The sandstone sort of barriers up there has worked out really well. This building is even getting along quite nicely. Elmo's still up there. And Z has made his very first building in Downtown Evo. This one here with the spruce wood and logs. I actually gave him a bunch of sand here to help build this stuff. Okay, I definitely cleared out all these sheep. How did they get out? And I know that they must be mine because they're all different colors. I don't understand. I don't understand. Anyway, the plan here is that we're going to build a series of houses around here and maybe even over there and have something here. I don't know. We're not sure. We're going to go with the flow, see what happens. But as you can see, progress is being made very, very quickly. What I thought we could do with all this open area is like create a fountain. We could create some market stalls. We could sell stuff. This town is designed to be useful. Every building needs to have something, have a purpose, and I think that selling stuff is going to be a key part of this. Anyway, I want to, before we go any further, finish off this little bit up here because this is going to take a little bit of time just to replicate this bit up, up, and up. Now, there is a little problem that it is a 2-block center and 2-block window, so there is a bit of an odd bit in the middle that isn't quite symmetrical, but what are you gonna do? Right, let's get this out the way. That took quite a long time. I also made a lot of mistakes. Please don't go in the comments and say, hey Grian, you messed up XYZ block. I could see, like, I've got my laptop here, that's how I record. I use a second account to record myself building, and I'm looking at my second account going, oh, I'm 1 block off, a lot. And I even put one entire window to the left. It looked really wrong, but I think it's just about right. What's really throwing me off is that this middle section is actually smaller than the top bit. So the windows are actually bigger up there, but it doesn't really make a difference. The thing that's actually bothering me now is the fact that it's quite flat. The actual brick bit is quite flat. So what I thought we could do, just to try and give it a bit more depth and a little bit more detail, is just do what I've done on that building over there, which is take out these 4 blocks and then place in some brick, like so. And that just adds a little indent, and I'll do the same all the way up to the top. And then hopefully that should give it the little bit of depth that it sorely needs. That is a lot better. I even put some in line in the middle here because, as I said earlier, this bit in the middle is actually slightly bigger, but I think that's worked out pretty well. I don't think you're going to look at that. Oh, wait a minute. I thought something looked off. I put these 2 windows 1 block to the right. It wasn't that it... I actually got it right the first time. Oh, great. Now I gotta go and fix this. Everything is right with the world again. Okay, I think there's no more mistakes. And it looks pretty cool. This is the first thing you see when you come into Downtown Evo, since this is kind of the door. I haven't done anything with this side yet, and I don't really plan to. I might cover that up, but this is the first thing that you see, and then you come around the corner and you see the whole city. It's really starting to look cool. I actually think that this build is better than the old Empire. And by the way, I just want to say that this is the new Empire. This is the Empire City. We're not done. We're not done. Oh no, we're not finished. We're not over. It's still the Grian Empire. We're still going to take over the server. We're just doing it in a different way. But as you can see, I've got 34 levels on me, and I legitimately used 2 full pickaxes with unbreaking and efficiency, and that's what I used to get all of the sand for that. So I actually need to go and enchant this one again, and I still don't have my own enchanting table and XP farm. That's definitely on the list. So we're going to have to travel all the way back just to enchant this, and then we can continue with today's episode, because I've got to admit, I've become a little bit addicted to the fact that enchants make my life so much easier. And someone also pointed out to me that you get these, there was a bug basically, you know when you go and it destroys all the blocks. Well, apparently that's actually more of a bug in this version, where you can destroy blocks extra quickly. So I want to make sure before we jump to the next version, which I'm pretty sure won't be for a long time, I want to make sure that I make the most of it, and I want to get as many of these as possible, because honestly, collecting sand is such a doddle with this pickaxe. Now we just gotta hope. Yes, that's exactly what we needed. That's exactly what we needed. It's basically what I do. It's so quick. Getting sandstone used to take hours. Even though it's got Unbreaking 3, it still does go down pretty quickly. Anyway, so I said I've got a big list of things that I want to do. What are those things? Well, apart from the building, which we've already got out the way, I actually want to make some Grian Empire secrets. And I think that we should start by getting more recruits to the Empire. Now, lots of you have said, recruit Pearl to the Empire, and I think that's not a bad idea. Do you see that? Do you see that? There's like a bunch of rooms. But, oh, yeah, there's definitely something fishy under there. Lots of empty rooms. They must be up to something. But yeah, we should definitely recruit Pearl to the Empire. And what better way to do it than the billboard? Remember, long time ago, we recruited Tortoise to the Empire, but it failed with the billboard. But what about a lovely message where she can't miss it? And she can't even say anything either, because it's on my building. So there is Pearl's base, and oh my goodness, that girl has been busy. There's a load of wool there. I need to go and check what she's doing. Oh my god, there's sheep. Oh my goodness, there's sheep everywhere. Look at these little things. Oh, they're so cute. Hold on, can I make stone buttons yet? Yes, I can. I'm about to make this creepy. There we go. Anyway, these are really cute. Let's take a look at what else she's done. There seems to be, oh my goodness, there's a little bird. It's like an organic, her whole build is like a huge organic. She's really making some progress. And what view has she got to look at but the back of the Empire, which is not looking too good. It's just a blank wall. But because the town is meant to really be viewed from the inside, and it would be quite a significant waste of resources just to decorate the back of the building. I must admit, I normally don't do it even on my other builds. Like, I don't bother. But let's take a look at what we can do here. Because what I'm planning on doing is putting, like, the Empire needs Pearl. And it's like a targeted recruitment. Perfect. The Empire needs Pearl. But instead of writing Pearl, I'm going to do a little pixel art of an actual Pearl. And then hopefully that will be enough. So that's going to be a formal invitation to the Empire. I mean, she is our next door neighbor, so it's not a bad idea. Let's make that quickly, shall we? Now, I've got to be kind of careful because it's very difficult to write things out without knowing where you're going. So we'll start right up here. So I think I might have done this pretty well. T-H-E, the. Then we need to leave a substantial gap so you can tell. It's probably, actually, I'll tell you what, it's actually a really good idea if we work our way backwards. That way we don't need to worry about how big that space needs to be. It's actually harder than you think to spell backwards. E-R-E-M-P-I. Okay, so M is next. I think I made that one block too big as well, so it might look even stranger now. The problem with this pickaxe is that it actually deletes far more than I want it to. The Empire. There we go. Now we can just delete all of this stuff. Oh, look at that. So I definitely went a little bit under on those two. But that looks not too bad. The T probably needs to be a bit... It does look a bit odd. I need to go and fix a few things, obviously. I need to get rid of these. This looks ridiculous. I need to make this a lot shorter. Alright, the Empire. I mean, that's nice enough on its own, to be honest with you. But now we needs pearl. Needs pearl. So I reckon what we want to do... Well, first of all, I need to go and get some white blocks. I'm thinking snow... We want some snow, and we need some wool, maybe? Snow and wool. Right, I've got a stack of snow and some wool, and I'm going to place the pearl bit here, maybe? So, I've got to make a quick circle, which I've kind of done so much now that I can kind of do it off by heart. It's just about getting the placement right. I think that's probably about right. What? The pickaxe is so slow when it comes to snow. How weird is that? So basically, I was going to do that, and I was just going to make a quick pearl made out of snow blocks and a bit of wool to give it shine, but I think I just put that wool the wrong way round. It's meant to give it a bit of a shine, but didn't really go to plan. Maybe I could make the circle a bit bigger, perhaps, because that definitely just looks like snowballs. That it definitely doesn't look like a pearl. It definitely looks like snowballs. Oh well, I'm just gonna go for it. It might look like the Empire needs pearls, or it won't look like it won't be like the Empire needs pearl. It'll look like the Empire needs snowballs. Desperately, give the Empire snowballs. No, this is supposed to be a pearl. And you know what? I'll even put a sign on it that says, "This is a pearl." Alright, I'm gonna leave that as it is. Zombies? Are you attacking my sheep again? Where are you at? I'm coming for you. That's what I thought. Get out of here. They're such a nuisance. I need more light in here. This farm was probably one of the worst designs that I've ever done in my life. In terms of practicality, it's not very good. Alright, let's finish off this little billboard, a new billboard to recruit a new member, and then we're going to get on with the rest of the episode. There we go, the Empire needs pearl, but that definitely looks like a snowball, so I'm going to put, this is pearl. This is a pearl. I feel like it's like a sign that's whispering, this is a pearl, not snowballs. Bum 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 bum. It's done. The Empire needs pearl. So this is the formal invitation. You hear that, Pearl? Formal invitation to join the Empire. The only other member we've ever had was Tortoise, and that didn't go well. The Empire has free dental. Okay, there's one more thing that I want to do for this episode, and boy, is it a doozy. Because this is the first time we're going to be making... Is anyone looking? No one can hear what I'm about to say. This is the first time we're going to be making a secret room in Downtown Evo. I feel like Downtown Evo is just the facade. It's just like the facade of the name. In reality, this is the Empire City. Empire City. Empire City. Alright, so I've already prepared a little bit, and I've even, I'm so prepared for my episodes. I've even put the redstone that I need in here. Get rid of some of this stuff. And what we're going to be making is genius. I'm so thrilled that I've come up with this, but it probably means I'm going to die a couple of times, so gonna need to be careful. Right, what I've done is I've created, obviously, this very, very obvious painting with a very obvious lever here. Now, the idea is that anyone that comes here is going to flick the lever, and they'll be like, huh, I found Grian's secret base. And then they'll either walk in and die, or they'll look down and they'll see lava there. Lava. Deadly, deadly lava. But what I'm going to do... Ooh, wow, that's so quick. Dangerously quick. What I'm going to do is you have to take a leap of faith, and it's going to trigger a tripwire, and that's going to block the way so that you don't fall down to your death. So anyone that looks down there should see that that's not a good idea, but they might also see that there's string there. So I'm kind of hoping that they don't go for it, but either way, I think this is a really cool idea. This is a really cool idea. But I need to make a lot of space for some redstone now. And I really don't want to fall down to my death. So I need to make sure that I have the right amount of timing for this to work. And I'm going to have to do redstone that I've never done before. Redstone that I've never done before. So this is going to be interesting, to say the least. So the first thing that I'm going to do is place a couple of tripwire hooks here. And then I'm going to get my string. And that creates the trigger mechanism that I need to do. But now I need to hook this up to a T flip-flop so that it activates and stays there. Because if it's on a timed thing, it could just mean that you fall, it goes open again, and you fall into the lava. Okay, so here's where the redstone part comes in. And this is where I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, so in this version of Minecraft, there are no redstone blocks. There are no redstone blocks. So I've had to come up with a T flip-flop. Yes, I know what a T flip-flop is. Mumbo Jumbo did actually teach me. That's not a joke. He did teach me what a T flip-flop was. And I need to make one without a redstone block or hoppers or even anything. I have repeaters and I have pistons. And that's it. That's all I have. I feel like there might be a lot of people that get very upset at how poor my redstoning is, but I seem to remember this is how you do it. So basically, you need to create a little area for... You need a redstone torch, and then you need to cover it up, be able to cover it up with a block. So I don't really know where this goes yet. Let's work backwards. So this is the trigger, and that activates that. Okay, so that definitely works. And then, what if I do this? So, I think if we place a piston here and a piston here, and then we put another... Okay, so that's definitely wrong. That's definitely wrong because I need a space between them. So, what about here? And then we put a block here. And then we put 2 there. Yes! Okay, so we've got 1 activated and 1 not activated. And then, if I put a redstone torch here... And then I activate it. Oh, that didn't look right, did it? Oh, of course. Oh, I am stupid. Of course I'm stupid. So this is supposed to go here. And then... If I put the piston here... But where does the... I need a block in here somewhere. Hold on. Let's try putting the block in first. And then putting the piston in. Did that... Oh my goodness, it works. Yes! And then we have an output. And if I activate it... Yes, yes, yes! It works, it works, it works! Okay, we have made a successful T-flop. T-flip-flop. I need to stop calling it T-flop. We've made a successful T-flop just by activating a piston over the top of a redstone torch. Absolutely brilliant. Now, all we need to do is make this go really deep down. So we need to kind of... make this go quite as far as we can. I need enough time for the tripwire to activate to push the piston to give me the activation. And that could be dangerous. Just for safety purposes, I'm going to put a block down here. If we lead this redstone down with its activated, with its power, let's see if this works. Yes! This has gone rather smoothly, I must admit. So if we then cover this up, it's going to be so obvious that there's a thing here, you know. People are going to look down and see that there's a tripwire, but hopefully they'll be too scared to try it. Alright, so that's the danger zone. Okay, so you can see the block, and then it opens again. Okay, let's do a test, and there's no way to do this other than just a human test, because humans will fall differently compared to items. If I go to my death, that means that it's far too late, and I need to make the piston go even lower down. Why have I got so much rubbish on me all the time? Okay, let's test this. Human test number 1. Go. Yes! Yes! How do I get out? How? I didn't think this through. I am both the victor and the loser. I didn't think this through. I also didn't take my chest plate off. There's nothing for it. I'm gonna have to just destroy this. Oh my goodness. Okay, it works. We take quite a bit of fall damage, but it works. That's the main thing. Okay, so I've had a brainwave. I've had an actual brainwave. So right now it's open. So if I went down, I would definitely die. So what I'm going to do to activate it is to just throw down a block. I can't actually tell if it's open or not. What I did was I went down and I removed the lava so that you can't tell that there's a tripwire hook. Okay, so now it's open. Right, got you. Need to make sure I know what I'm doing here. So, right, it's open now, so it means I need to... It's closed now, so I need to open it. Alright, so now I need to take a leap of faith, but I will die, and I will lose this if it doesn't work. Yes! Okay, I did take a lot of damage, but... it works. It definitely works. Now we can start working on the laboratory. But I'm afraid the laboratory will have to wait. This is part of my plan. I'm going to start excavating all of this. Yep, we've got another underground bunker. The laboratory, though, is going to have to wait, I'm afraid, because this is a secret project that's going to require an awful lot of time. So I'm going to have to do a lot of building off camera, I'm afraid. So I haven't really thought about how I get out. I've got to dig a hole every time and cover it up. But this, I think, is really cool. I've never made anything quite like this before. It's not perfect, but it is a lot of fun. So if I'm going to close that up for now. So that is everything for today's video. I'm really happy with this. Like, I feel rather devious. I feel like the Empire is back in town, or the Empire has built a town and is now back in it. I can't wait to see what we get up to. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. What should we do? Who should should Pearl be welcomed in the way I have? Should I take down the billboard, or should we go and prank someone? You know, the Empire has now thoroughly taken over Spawn. Thank you very much for watching. Be sure to leave a like if you enjoy Evolution, and subscribe if you enjoy the channel. Thank you very much, and goodbye!